My name's Alex Bell, director at Bell Press, and I'm here today with Amelia Bampton, who's had almost 2 decades career in technology, which is fantastic in itself. She's now the regional director UK North at Codurance, a software consultancy in short, but they do a lot more than that. And Amelia's just going to talk to us about herself today and a bit about the company. But what I want to start with, Amelia, was something that really interests me when I started to get to know you and Codurance, was how you've done nearly 20 years in technology now. You're not 40. You're younger.
And contrary to belief, yeah.
And I think I'm right in saying, since university, you haven't written a single line of code. And certainly from my perspective, as someone who looks to tech from the outside, was a bit of a surprise. Tell me a little bit about that and how you've sort of forged your career so far, despite obviously having that, to your name in some way.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting story, really. And I'm going to show my age if I talk about the last types of tech that I was using at university. But yeah, like we've touched on, I kind of fell into technology as a career through the degree choice I made. And it was very much kind of business theoretical, with that technology overlay. So I definitely was getting my hands a little bit dirty with some of the tech, the old Dreamweaver. And then when I did my master's, I think it was Oracle 9i at the time. I don't even know what version they're up to, but it definitely won't be single figures anymore. So, since those kind of days, I kind of found the role as business analyst as a result of my degrees at the time, and coming in as a graduate consultant. The technology kind of landscape and career landscape was new to me, and I kind of found myself in this role with this title of business analyst, which I hadn't even come across. But when it was explained to me through the interview process, and they said, you were the conduit, you were the person that talks to the technology teams and brings to life, whatever client or customer you're working with at the time, what they want. And I thought, well, that sounds perfect for me. I've always been quite self-aware of my enjoyment being in that people space. I enjoy communication and stakeholder engagement. And it was great that I found a place in the technology world where I could use some of my understanding that I'd gained at university about technology, about where technology was taking businesses, early noughties, and coming forward. I just found myself carving out this career path where I could work in tech, have that theoretical understanding, but really lean and use on my kind of core skill set, which is a lot around the people, the visioning of what we're trying to achieve, and the bringing of people together. I'm quite organized as well and quite disciplined in my approach. And I think that's where I saw kind of my career path lead into the more delivery manager, project manager aspects. So and I found myself in this technology world. I wasn't writing lines of code. I was working with teams where there were great developers, who would be in that space of writing the code. And we all had a kind of part to play on the team in terms of tech delivery. But my role was very much that middle person, looking out, speaking to clients, customers, and then taking those ideas, visions, designs, requirements back to the technology team. I feel very blessed. It was a perfect role for me. So it was 100% the right place for me to kind of start and continue my career.